I just woke up in a fucking steamy mood, yeah? Cause I upload to a shithole! Do you know what I mean? YouTube is a fucking shithole! I hate the fucking place. I fucking hate it! It's full of copyright strikes. I fucking hate it! Alright, enough of that. So this video, to put it plainly, is going to be me ranting about the YouTube copyright system. Original, I know. But it's the pizza boy, I hear you ask. Why are you talking about YouTube copyright strikes? You're a speck of a YouTube channel. Well, let me tell you a story. Around 30 days ago, I uploaded my Gish video. Now, all was well when I uploaded it. However, a day or two after it released, I saw the video was now unmonetizable. Now, being the greedy capitalist pig I am, I couldn't let that stand. So I checked it out. Well, it turns out I got 4 copyright music claims in that video. Fucking 4. Now, if you watch my stuff, you know I use a lot of music in my vids. So you may think it was one of those. I did too at first. However, I literally did not know their names. Never heard of them before. So when I clicked on the timestamps, what did it show me? Gish gameplay. Just regular Gish gameplay. It's just me playing the game. No music or anything. And that's when it hit me. As I've said a lot, Gish is the Gish that never stops gishing. The music that got my entire 2-hour video that I worked for hours on was the music in Gish itself. Even after I beat it, it still fucking torments me.
What? Who's there? Go back to sleep, Dad. Okay. You're very precious to me.
But I thought it was no issue. After all, even Nintendo or EA don't copyright people's videos because of music they have in their games. At least not anymore. So I appealed it, and after getting no response for days, I forgot about it. Fast forward to this Sunday when I uploaded my child violence video. What do I see next to my Gish one? Unmonetizable. Now, it takes 30 days for appeals to automatically be approved if no response was given, and considering the game and its music/bands are practically lost media at this point, I was like, oh, it's just automatically going through. Bam! Wrong! My appeals got denied! Yeah, I'm getting copyrighted by a game that's 20 years old. What the fuck? Alright, so that's the lore out of the way. Now, let's break down why this has pissed me off as much as it has. There's a bunch of factors, and this is a rant, so sorry, but it will probably be a bit disjointed and all over the place. Before I continue, let me make one thing abundantly clear. The people behind this copyright strike have to be some of the pettiest little fucks. I am an Isaac YouTuber with 2.5k subs. My videos do not make money. And let me make this very clear. That is not, and hopefully never will be, why I make my YouTube videos. I am solely doing this for the love of the game. However, the reason I bring up money is they have to have seen my shit. They have had to manually deny the claim. So they've seen how tiny I am and still want the literal pennies the video makes. Now, while I don't care about the money, what I do care about is the reach. As when videos get copyright strike, they often just get completely neutered in the YouTube algorithm, effectively killing them. Which is why I even fought the claims in the first place. I failed, obviously. Because, another side tangent, YouTube's claiming system is horrid, as from what I hear, all the claimant has to do is to literally just say no. They don't need to provide proof or anything. They literally just deny it, which is crazy. Now, I could appeal it again, however, I'm not going to. As tempting as that proposition is, I'm not risking it because at worst, that leads to me getting a fucking channel strike, and I'm just not risking getting my entire channel fucked over because of some greedy assholes. For the last bit of this tangent, I want to propose a question, because it's kind of the principle of this entire section. Please tell me, what would I have done if YouTube was my job? What if I only uploaded maybe a video every month or 2 months, and the money made from that video is my income for God knows how long? What if I had poured hours of time into editing and getting footage for that video, just for it to get claimed? I would have literally been fucked, because they get all the money from that video, which is honestly kind of why I'm a bit happy this has happened to me, and not someone who actually relies on YouTube to make money. Which likely would have happened as if I've got the idea to play all of Edmund's games, someone else would have got that idea as well. So hopefully they'll see this and not get fucked over like I have. Now, let's talk about conspiracy. because the real reason this has pissed me off so much is the actual context of the whole thing. Remember, these strikes are coming from a 20-year-old indie game, not some generic, big, greedy AAA company, but a fucking indie game, which, mind you, the tracks it uses are unironically fucking 10 to 20 second fucking loops. I'd show you, but the video would just get claimed again. The genuine worst part of this all is, honest to God, Gish's music is just genuinely dog shit. It's horrid. I got various comments talking about how grating the music was in that video. So, it's not like I got struck over good music that I just had to use. I got struck over shit. But please, tell me, how does this happen? Because there's genuinely only two options from what I see. Because there's no warning that the music from Gish is copyrighted, not a fucking one. So, did Admin generally just steal copyrighted music and put it in his game? Or did he license it, then the fucking license ran out and they just didn't tell anyone? Like, genuinely, what has happened here? How does this happen? You know, everyone planning to make a video from eugenics may watch out. Maybe the music in that will also get copyright claimed. Like, Edmund shilled for the fucking big box edition of Gish, but not a warning for the fact that Gish's music will just get your video claimed. By the way, speaking of that big box edition, I looked back at it and I noticed that it lacked something a lot of collector's editions have. An original soundtrack. And I think I can take a guess as to why. Now, I could go on and on about shit like how this is the most attention Gish into music has gotten in years. That's not being a narcissist, by the way. I genuinely looked into it, that's just me being factual. Or how YouTube's copyright system is unjust and needs to be fixed. But I think you get my point, and honestly speaking, compared to what some other YouTubers have to go through because of YouTube's dogshit systems, this is relatively tame. So instead, let me just say what I'm going to do about it. Honestly, at first, I wasn't going to do anything, but considering how petty this all is, I am sinking to their level. For now, I'm going to take the quick route and just mute all the parts that have the music, which honestly isn't that much. However, I'm not going to be a liar and say that it won't harm the video. I know for a fact, because of how bad YouTube systems is, it will likely do some harm to the video. So hopefully, sometime next year, I can actually go in and redo all the sections, voicing over them so they actually sound decent. The one thing I do want to say is that despite all the hurdles that video had to go through, being a literal forgotten game, and suffering a copyright claim, I am still very proud of that video and the reception it got. Genuinely, thank you if you watched that video, it means a lot. And if you haven't seen it, I do encourage you to go and check it out. I put a lot of soul into that video, and I'd appreciate it if you wanted to help boost it out into the world again after YouTube's goons beat it down with sticks. Now, that's all I have to say regarding this whole YouTube copyright claim garbage. However, I do have some final things surrounding my channel. Nothing serious, mostly just information about upcoming videos. For starters, I don't know when the next part of the 100%ing all of Adam's games will come out. This entire thing has made me pretty wary of doing them, so going forward they'll be on the back burner for a while. I'll still be working on them, but probably very slowly. Next up, I know some people really want part 3 of the Isaac item trivia series. It's being worked on and hopefully it will be out before New Year's, or if not, a tiny bit after New Year's. They take a while to make, and I want to ensure they're as perfect as possible when I release them, so just wait a wee bit longer. Though I may have another video going out before the end of the year as well, but I'm unsure as that of now as all my attention's going into the Isaac item trivia part 3. So yeah, that's it for my gurning. I'll likely unlist this video in a few days, as it was just me gurning because of how stupid the situation is. Thanks for watching if you made it this far, bye bye.